I'm Campbell Perkinson with NewFilmmakers Los Angeles. I'm here with Christopher Nightingale, producer of Alma, and the writer and director Jesus Celaya. Let's check out a clip.
Since I was a boy, I heard the old ones say that this was your home. In fact, some say that your body's under one of these graves. They say that I'm insane. I'm grateful to my insanity, for it gives me the ability to love you, as I have since I was a child and I first saw you.
So I love the film. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it first?
Well, essentially what it is, it takes place in old Mexico. And it's about an old man who's dying, and in dying he's asking the aid of this ghost from this small town. And kind of taps into Mexican folklore a bit, and it's kind of a new twist on some old legendary and stuff. And
what inspired the story?
Well, I think, it kind of took me a while, because I just kind of wrote it originally to just as an experiment in atmosphere and like feeling, because I had written this feature script that kind of takes place in the same realm, the same world, essentially Mexico at night. And we were kind of using this as like a bastion for it, and kind of to just say, like, I guess essentially a proof of concept. But the story itself, I guess, just comes from me just kind of seeing Mexico kind of being torn apart now through the violence, or through just like the modern age kind of taking over and stuff. And Mexico's just old Mexico's just kind of fading away little by little. The music, the culture, and something else is taking over that I don't really recognize. And I guess the film kind of is an expression of that feeling, and that the ghost in the movie, I guess, in a way, is kind of like the ghost of Mexico.
It was a great monologue. It was very captivating, and the actor was amazing. Where did he come from? Have you worked with him before?
He was in my very, very first like short film in school. It was horrible, but he did great in it, And
yeah, we had some grueling hours. Like
yeah.
we for some reason, I mean, doing all these dark movies, we end up shooting night shoots. And we think it's such a great idea going into it. We're like, yeah, it's going to be so much fun. We're all going to be together. And then by the time it hits about 4, everyone starts crashing, and it's about like lifting spirits at that point. But
yeah.
for someone his age, he handled it so much better than a lot of the crew even did. So he was just fantastic to work with, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Gil's just had like it's strange like working with older actors, like because he just started. He's had a full life up to now, so like his experiences and stuff like leading up to this and stuff, like he used a lot of, so it's really interesting to see somebody do that.
And how long did it take to shoot the film in its entirety?
It was 3 full nights, right? From
3 full evenings. We kind of scheduled the last evening to be a kind of easier day, so because we knew by the time we got to the 3rd day, everyone would be absolutely shattered.
Yeah, we'd get there as the sun was getting down around like 6, and then we'd just shoot till the sun rose.
Yeah, just keeping the communication up and everyone's spirits up is just the main thing in those kind of circumstances. I mean, it's still really hard because everyone starts wanting sleep and everything, and then there's just keeping the communication was the key to all of that.
A lot of hugs and hot cocoa too.
Yeah.
Since I have a producer here in the chair, I'd like to ask you about the budget. How much did it cost to make this film?
Well, I mean, it was all self-funded. We didn't do any campaigns or anything like Kickstarter, but this was our like thesis film from school, so we were gonna go out and make sure that we did this properly. But being at school and being afforded the equipment, the gear, and having a Mexican set at the school was just incredibly fortunate. And we'd always thought that when we came to the school, that no one used it. And Jesse was so passionate about this, old Mexico. I think a lot of his writings were leading towards something, and we just put 2 and 2 together, and we decided we were going to use it. And luckily, we can really create that atmosphere with something so vibrant. So we were fortunate.
With a lot of stuff, really. Even just rentals and stuff. So we made the film for pretty cheap. I think altogether it was, do you remember?
I mean, yeah, it was a modest budget. We made it for about $3,000. And I think what the trickiest part is because we're such fans of setting tones and moods, and a lot of that is how you smell and feel and really believe the world. And that's quite hard to do on a small budget. But I hope we managed to pull it off with our choices and set that tone, even if it was on a small level.
Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you, Jesus. I love your film. Can't wait to see your next project.
Thanks.
Thank you.